There's a specific kind of quiet that happens when you check your credit card balance late at night. You're in bed, the lights are off. You open the app even though you already know the number is higher than you want it to be. It loads, and it's not shock you feel anymore. It's weight. Then the real fear shows up. If I really fix this, I'm going to have to give up everything. No dinners out, no small comforts, no breathing room, just restriction. And that fear is exactly why so many people stay stuck in credit card debt. Not because they're irresponsible, not because they don't understand interest, but because the way we're told to get out of debt feels like punishment. It sounds like shrinking your life. And nobody wants to feel poor while trying to become financially stable. So let's reframe this. Credit card debt isn't just a math problem, it's a psychological one. If it were just math, the solution would be simple. List your balances. Cut expenses to the bone. Throw every extra dollar at the highest interest rate. Done. But we're not spreadsheets. We're people who get exhausted after work and order food because cooking feels impossible. We're people who swipe because it feels easier than looking at our bank account. We're people who want to say yes when friends invite us out. Most credit card debt isn't built on luxury. It's built on smoothing life. A car repair, groceries in a tight month, a flight home for a family emergency, or just small upgrades that made a stressful season more manageable. The card starts as a bridge, then it quietly becomes a weight. Interest rates on credit cards often sit above 20%. That means a $6,000 balance can take years to clear if you only pay the minimum. Thousands lost to interest. But knowing that doesn't automatically change behavior, because behavior is emotional. Here's what most people don't say out loud. Cutting back feels like losing identity. If you're used to grabbing coffee on the way to work, picking up the bill sometimes, buying small things that make you feel competent or generous, pulling back can feel like regression. So instead of attacking your lifestyle with a hammer, think in terms of controlled contraction. Imagine your finances like a business that expanded too quickly. Businesses don't shut down completely to recover. They restructure. They cut strategically. They protect core operations. You can do the same. The real enemy here isn't coffee. It isn't the occasional dinner. It isn't the $15 subscription. The enemy is interest. Interest is a quiet tax on your future income. Every dollar sitting on that card is compounding against you. So the goal isn't to eliminate joy. The goal is to redirect cash flow. Let's say you bring home $3,500 a month. After rent, food, utilities, and essentials, you have $500 left. Right now, maybe $200 goes to minimum payments and the rest disappears in small swipes. Instead of cutting everything and living in misery, what if you intentionally reserved $75 for guilt-free enjoyment and directed the remaining $425 toward the debt? You're not broke, you're strategic. That small allowance matters. When people feel completely restricted, they eventually snap. They overspend to make up for being disciplined. Restriction creates rebellion. Structure creates stability. Another powerful shift is visibility. Most people avoid looking at the full number. They make minimum payments and hope it shrinks. But uncertainty fuels anxiety, and anxiety fuels avoidance. Sit down once. Open every account. Write down every balance and interest rate. No judgment, just facts. It will feel uncomfortable. That's normal. But clarity reduces fear. When you see the full number, it stops being a vague monster. It becomes a target. From there, choose a method. You can pay off the highest interest rate first to minimize total cost. Or you can pay off the smallest balance first to build momentum. Mathematically, one may save more. Psychologically, the other may keep you consistent. The better method is the one you'll stick with when you're tired. And here's something important. You don't need to freeze your life while you pay this off. You don't have to disappear socially. You just shift how you participate. Suggest cheaper plans. Host instead of going out. Be honest in small ways. Most of the fear of judgment lives in your head. There's also a lever people avoid talking about. Income. We focus so heavily on cutting expenses that we forget increasing income can dramatically shorten the timeline. A temporary side project. Selling unused items. Asking for a raise. Picking up extra shifts for a season. An extra $400 a month toward a high-interest balance doesn't just lower the number, it changes the timeline. And timelines change psychology. If minimum payments keep you in debt for 7 years, that feels endless. But if focused effort gets you out in 18 months, that's a season. Seasons are survivable. Debt feels suffocating because part of your future paycheck is already spoken for. But every extra payment buys that future back. The real turning point isn't the day the balance hits zero. It's the day you stop avoiding it. It's the day you realize, I'm not bad with money. I just let spending outpace cash. That realization removes shame, and shame is what keeps people stuck. When you remove shame, you pause before swiping, not because you're afraid, but because you're aware. Awareness is empowering. As the balance drops, something subtle happens. From $8,000 to $6,000. From $6,000 to $3,500. Each step reduces mental noise. You check your account without bracing. It's not dramatic, it's quiet. And that quiet is peace returning. Escaping credit card debt without feeling poor is really about redefining wealth. Wealth isn't just how much you can spend, it's how much control you have. If you can't miss a paycheck because your minimum payments are too high, that's fragile. Even if your lifestyle looks comfortable. But if your obligations shrink and your flexibility grows, that's strength. Even if you temporarily spend less, you're not shrinking your life, you're strengthening it. When the balance finally hits zero, most people expect fireworks. Instead, they feel calm. Because the real transformation happened during the process. It happened when they separated spending from identity, when they stopped using purchases to regulate stress, when they realized discipline doesn't have to feel like punishment. You don't need to go extreme. You don't need to swear off joy. You need structure, visibility, a clear timeline, and a small amount of intentional breathing room. If you're in credit card debt right now, you're not behind in life. You're in a recalibration phase. Recalibration isn't glamorous, but it builds resilience. Progress will look boring. Smaller balances, fewer impulsive swipes, a little more control each month, and one day, you'll swipe your card knowing you can pay it off in full. Not because you're scared, but because you're disciplined. That's freedom, not the absence of spending, the presence of choice. You don't escape credit card debt by punishing yourself. You escape it by calmly reclaiming control over your future income.